All right, for the last part of lesson 8, I'm going to read through these, but you're completing the work on your own. It's kind of like our lesson review. So I'm kind of using it as a quiz. All right? So it says complete the example below, then solve problems 1 through 8. Look at the example with me. There are 5 rows of tables in the cafeteria. Each row has 8 tables. Maria knows that 8 times 5 is 40. How can she use this to figure out how many tables there are? So they say, look at how you could show your work using arrays. So this one is, how many rows are there? 5. How many in each row? 8. Or you could look at it by saying, how many rows are there? 8. How many in each row? 5. Does it matter which way you order those? No. You can change the order of factors when you multiply, as long as they're the same factors. All right, so the first array shows 5 times 8. The second array is the same array, it's just turned up on its side, right? So it's like they took this and they turned it on its side, but it shows 8 times 5. All right, if 2 arrays have the same total, how can they show 2 different multiplication facts? They equal the same thing. Why are the facts different? Why is one 5 times 8 and one 8 times 5 when we're talking about arrays? Amy, nice and loud.
Because the number of rows that's what the first one's gonna be, and the numbers that's how much are in the rows are gonna be the second one that's gonna be.
Do you agree with her?
Mm-hmm.
We look at how many rows there are in the array and then how many are in each row. So they don't have the same number of rows, do they? And they don't have the same number in each row. But what's the same about them, friends? 5 times 8 and 8 times 5. What is exactly the same? What are those called? It's like the one F word we can use in math. Factors. All right? So factors are the numbers that we are multiplying. So we just talked about that answer all together. We're going to move on. Are you ready to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're applying all this information that we've been talking about last week and this week. And I'm going to see what you remember. Here we go. Problem 1. There are 2 classes of 3rd graders. In each class, there are 3 rows of desks, with 7 desks in each row. Write a multiplication expression. You're using those factors to find the number of desks in both classes together. Circle the factors you need to include in your multiplication expression. In that word problem, circle the factors that you need to include. Is there just one?
No.
Just 2? How many are there?
3.
Oh, there's 3 factors. Okay, so now you have those factors identified. You can decide the order that you want to put them in to make it easier for you to be able to multiply it all together. Go ahead and create your multiplication expression right now. So what times what times what Are you gonna write? Do you need to do some grouping? Yes. And then go ahead and finish multiplying that out to find the product for problem 1. Don't forget to label the answer, your product, because what is it that you're having to find the total number of? If you need to use, for right now, we won't use these forever, but if you need to use your math reference sheet to help you double check your fact answers when you're multiplying those, you may do that.
So we don't have to do anything on
Make sure you're doing all of those steps as you multiply. Don't stop partway through. Okay, is everybody ready for problem 2? Are you still working, Reese? Okay. Okay, you have the product and you labeled it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Problem 2. AJ needs to find 3 times 8 times 2. Show one way to find the product. Use parentheses to show how you grouped the numbers. Now, friends, can you change the order of those numbers if you want to, or of those factors if you want to? Yes. So if you're, go ahead and rewrite this multiplication expression. If you want to change the order of it, that's fine. But show me your work using parentheses to group. So then that's where you start multiplying. Yes?
Do we have to change the order?
You do not have to change the order, but you always have the option to be able to. Yep, there you go. forget to, oh, you don't have to label your answer on this one. Never mind. Are you still working? Okay. Chainsaw. Oh no, they're blowing the leaves out of the corner there. It sounded like a chainsaw at first. Ooh, that's noisy.
It's raining leaves.
Okay. Let's look at 3. Matt knows 4 times 6 equals 24. That's a true statement, friends. That is accurate, okay? What other math fact does this help Matt remember? 6 plus 4 equals 10. 8 times 3 equals 24. 24 minus 6 equals 18. Or 6 times 4 equals 24. There's one correct answer. Which one is it? Color it in or circle whatever you choose to do. Okay, did you choose the answer?
Yes.
All right, this is one of those where somebody chose the wrong answer. Sadie chose A as the correct answer. Explain what she did wrong. Down here, write what she did. She chose A as the right answer. Tell what she did wrong. You're comparing it to what Matt knows. What did she do wrong, saying that it's 6 plus 4 equals 10? When you have that answered, then you're just going to flip your whole packet over and you should be on page 4, or not page, number 4 then. right, looking at 4. Jackson knows that 9 times 7 equals 63. That is a correct multiplication fact. He needs to solve the equation times 9 equals 63. What number goes in the blank? Color it in.
Is this going to be graded?
Okay, everybody have that one completed? Now, we have to look carefully at 5. One of these is not true. So that means 3 of them have the right answer.
Yeah.
One of them has the wrong work to it. That's the one we have to find. Because it says, which of the following is not true? Look at A carefully. Now remember, can we do some multiplying of those factors
Yeah.
to get it down to just 2 factors? Okay, so look carefully. If it's the right way of doing it, that's the one we need to cross out. That's not the ones we're looking for. We're looking for the one that they made a mistake on. Okay, which one did they do wrong? That's the one you need to be looking carefully at. Or looking carefully for. You guys are getting quicker at these, aren't you? Impressive. Okay, remember there's only one answer choice to color in, because it says which of the following is not true. All right, looking at 6, it looks a little different than things that we've done before, right? So here's how this is going to work. We'll do this one kind of together because it's so different over here, all right? I mean, you're going to solve the work on your own, but then I'll show you how this part works, okay? So Dan has 2 photo albums. Each photo album has 8 pages. Dan can fit 4 pictures on each page. How many pictures can Dan fit in the albums? Circle what needs to be the factors in this problem. In that word problem, circle what are the factors that we're going to use in this problem. Okay, then looking at those numbers, those factors that you just circled from that problem, what's going to be the best way to order them and then group them to make it easier to multiply? Go ahead and write that multiplication equation, show how you're going to group it, and then finish solving it. Class.
Yes.
So let's say that I have written all of that out and I have my answer. Now friends, this is not the right answer. Don't use this as the right answer, okay? But let's say that I think there are 47 pictures in his albums. So 47 pictures altogether. Is that the right answer?
No.
No. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to put your answer there. What do you think you'll do in this first column? Come down to 7. I don't know why they're having you practice this, but they are, and that's okay. And then color in the 4. Now, you're not coloring in the 47 though, because that's not the right answer. You're going to write your answer, your product that you get, and then color in the bubbles for your 1 and your 10 number. Does that make sense now? Okay. All right, go ahead and work.
So, like, you could have the highest number is 100,000.
You're just gonna have 2 digits though, a digit in the ones place and a digit in the tens place. Once you have 6 answered, and then you put your digits up here and you colored in those 2 bubbles accordingly, then turn. We're going to be on the very last page. All right, problem 7. Lynn's mom puts pictures on her refrigerator in rows. There are 3 rows of pictures. There are 7 pictures in each row. Which expressions or arrays could be used to find the total number? Total number of pictures. There's more than one right answer here. So go ahead and decide which of those could go with the information that you were given in the problem. There's more than one right answer. So all of these go with problem 7. These arrays go with it. These multiplication equations go with it. So of these 5, which of them can go with that 3 and 7? Think about what we've learned with order. Okay, number 8, our last one. How does knowing that 3 times 2 times 9 equals 54, which is correct, how does that help you know what 3 times 9 times 2 equals?
Can we say this in words? Like, could you say this in words?
Yes, say either way is fine, words or by solving it, either way. Okay, then when you're finished with that, I would just go back through and double check, make sure you have everything completed, and double check to make sure your name is on it, and then you can put it in the turn-in tray. Then I want you to practice your multiplication facts after you have finished that.